welcome to the Purple Sector's F1 podcast, post-Italian Grand Prix edition. My name is Kunal Shetty, and on the podcast, as always, is Kimi Raikkonen and Nicholas Latifi, and now even a Logan Sargent fan, Shashank Shetty. And also on the podcast is two-time bumper cars champion, national bumper cars champion, I should say, and Carlos Sainz superfan Pooja Reddy. Welcome to the show, guys. I think this is interesting information that we already parted with, which we'll get into further details in one of our next episodes. Welcome to the show, guys. How's it going? How are things?
All good.
You guys saw the Italian Grand Prix, and you
all good. I just want to clarify. I would have been a Logie champion if he got the one point, but now unfortunately he didn't get the 1 point for me. So the fan status is still pending.
It's okay, Shashu. Nobody saying anything. Hey, next time.
But the Kimi Raikkonen fan always, that's going to be there, and this is also proof for it.
Oh, here we have it.
So you saw it finally.
Revealed at the start.
It's revealed finally.
The Latifi bet also, Shashu's closely following his career now post racing. He's doing his MBA in the UK. So both of them are planning to collaborate on a new venture once he finishes his MBA. So yes, Shashu's looking always outside of the box. Like you think.
But you know how he got into his MBA institute also. No, he crashed seat. And he. Paid, not paid seat, buddy. You think everybody's getting a paid seat? Even poor Lance Stroll got the wrath of you last time. That the paid
I
seat.
Want a separate
poor
podcast
guy's going
just
to go
about.
Play tennis.
No, I want to talk about Lance Stroll for an entire episode. That if no one want to watch also, that's fine. But we'll talk about it for one episode.
So please, that'll be the side episode.
Yeah. So let's jump into our summary and just look at some of the key points from the race at Monza. So firstly, obviously, I wouldn't call it the elephant in the room, but it's the obvious one that Max's perfect 10. Pooja, you want to start off with what you thought about his perfect 10? Anything that's going to change it? Can it become perfect 11, 12?
I was hoping that Monza curse would come through, but if anyone proved that curse is not, whatever, that wouldn't come through, I think it was going to be Max, no doubts there. But with Max's 10, he is unstoppable. Like, kudos to him. I think we said this before. I myself am not a big fan of Max because he's always winning and I prefer the underdogs, but the man is unstoppable. He's won with the machine. I think he deserves it. He's created history. He's not really showing off also about it. So, great guy.
What did you think of Toto's statement saying that, it's just one for the Wikipedia pages? Not a big deal.
Jealous if you can't do it. Jealousy and envy speaking,
I'm with Toto. I'm in that boat.
When Lewis gets it, then we'll talk. But until then, I think we'll give it.
Then I'll go into the Latifi boat. If Lewis will, then I'll go on any other boat. Yeah.
But it's also not only Max. Imagine the entire team has to do a perfect job in terms of strategy and
the car,
the car, and even reacting to so many situations. Like everything in that team has to be so well oiled.
Kudos to Hannah.
Kudos to Hannah also, and I think good that Christian Horner also mentioned it after the race that it's just not a Max effort; it's a full team effort to get 10 on the trot.
I don't know what effort Sergio Perez is putting. Please enlighten me on what he's doing.
Sergio Perez has sacrificed the development of the car to his liking to make Max do a perfect test.
Team effort.
Team effort, man.
Team players.
One team.
Our friend Kunal is very not very impressed by this perfect 10, I guess.
No, I'm impressed by the perfect 10, but I don't want all these praises about the team. The team's doing well, but one thing I have to say, in a perfect 10, you require zero bad luck, and he had zero bad luck. So I think they cursed the Monza curse also. I mean, like Pujam said, there was that Monza curse. He said that maybe that's going to stop them, but they've cursed the curse. So
even Nico Rosberg tried to do a selfie. Even that didn't work.
Nico Rosberg, but he cursed the whole field only. He cursed the whole field with that selfie.
The other two suffered. No, one went
that's why poor Yuki. Yuki just couldn't start the race.
Yuki should come into 108 rounds here, like to make sure that he's. He should. That poor guy had really bad luck. That fellow did not start the race is the most embarrassing thing.
Correct. That too formation lap you don't.
Yeah, formation lap he's getting off, and then there was chaos. No, there was chaos after, like, should we start the race? Not start the race. Two of those Alfa Romeo mechanics jumped off from the pit wall, thinking, I'm going. I have to get to my car. I think Bottas also got a point. So
even the gantry that had the lights on, even that failed because of Nico Rosberg.
Yeah. Correct. He cursed the whole field.
It was still on.
Nico Rosberg curses on you.
He cursed the entire field. He cursed everyone. Like, those lights weren't working, and he did Forza Ferrari. Did he, right? Like, on this thing, I don't know what he was on.
That's what he did. That's when all the Ferrari put up saying, Nico, like, we're ready to shoot you. What's wrong?
Crack guy, but you should see his YouTube channel, and also just look at the way he speaks to people at the paddock. He's become super aggressive, and Christian Horner has called it out. Toto also is like, outside of the car, you're just like asking very difficult questions, and also his point of view and his opinion is also extremely strong. He's like, he doesn't hold back. He just starts punching. You
can have strong opinions, but he puts it in a way that everybody else
he doesn't put it in a nice way.
That's the way all the heavyweight types, right?
Yeah.
He's Max is perfect, and I think he was kind of inevitable. The only couple of things that I would say about this 10th race that he finally got was, I think it was his biggest challenge in terms of patience, and he didn't have that speed with that DRS because of the skinny wings, and I think this is the way DRS should work. I think DRS in some of these tracks is so powerful that you're just literally breezing past. This is the right amount that you get a little bit of purchase of the DRS, but it's not like a simple pass. And obviously Carlos was defending for his life. He did an amazing job. But just from that Parabolica, I think these guys were carrying a lot of speed into that Parabolica. I mean, I don't know, that car was gripping while the Ferraris were sliding and all of that. And from lap 3 only, Max is like, he's almost smirking. He's like, these guys, Carlos is, sliding.
His rear is sliding.
Yeah, his rear is sliding. So it
there
was,
also a radio message. There was also a radio message, if you remember, where Max, I think, told his engineer that was cheeky, or that was naughty from science.
It was good. It was at least a good battle.
Also, talking about the DRS, now it's very difficult for the FIA also to get it spot on. So it's actually a little bit of a compromise. So few races where the wings are skinny, it's not going to have that much of an effect than the other tracks where
it depends
the wings
on
are
the
not
tracks
that skinny.
also.
It depends. It depends. So it's a balancing act now. You can't really. I wouldn't rather complain about the FIA not getting it.
No, I'm not complaining, but I'm saying it was the right amount. It was not. It was good. It was a great race. I think it was. If you ask me, this was for me a better race overall to view as compared to Zandvoort, purely because there was actually a fight for the lead. There was actually proper racing.
I agree.
It was, heavy.
I agree.
A lot of times we forget how important defense is. Everyone thinks, you just fly by and you're on the attack. But I think what makes a champion a real champion and a great driver is defense. Be it Michael, be it Fernando, be it maybe Vettel. I don't know how much of defending he had to do in his 4 years at Red Bull. I think Hamilton also, I don't think was extremely good at the defense, because I think they were also usually far ahead, and if they had to go through the field, then it was actually difficult for them to pass. But I think
Correct.
what Max has shown his, I mean, he didn't have to defend, but I think Carlos was brilliant at defense. And then, I mean, he was at defense throughout the race almost.
Correct.
He tried to go with, I mean, he tried
Yeah,
to take, obviously Max brought in Charles into play. And I just hoped Draco would have kept this guy back for a few more laps, Perez.
No,
Yeah, Draco was unable to do it. And he did his best. I mean, they were talking about, chilling out on turn 6 or something. And he's like, no, can you see there's a Red Bull up my ass.
And there are memes on Instagram where they have like an X-ray and a Red Bull right near the ass. I don't think in the X-ray there's a Red Bull car showing up.
I didn't see this. I think it was see
And
this.
by the
X-ray,
way,
that's
yeah,
what-
Draco is George, by the way.
Correct.
If people get a little confused, who's this Draco from Slytherin? So it's George.
Hey, everyone will know, yeah, Draco. George is just the quintessential Draco Malfoy. His face cut is like that. Instead of
But his
talking
demeanor
about,
is not like Draco Malfoy. Malfoy has
No,
some,
it's like that
crazy
only.
attitude.
When he
he
starts,
just has this. He's very British. Like,
Yeah, he is British, but British is not
basically
just,
that, you know.
no, he's very
Okay.
different. His demeanor from Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, he's
starts-
got that.
See, Lando's such a sweet.
Yeah,
He
Lando is
people
good.
but see
Yeah.
this fellow, he'll be making contact. All
Yeah,
of this,
full
and he's-
contact and comments. He was going and fighting with that Ocon, no, in the race. I don't know why he was trying. He got mangled up with. That's why he got his 5 second. No, I
that's
don't know
why he
he's
got the
fighting
5
with
second
Ocon.
penalty, right?
Yeah,
Plus,
and
I think in one of the interviews also, basically all these cheeky comments, like Charles walked by and he's like, "Oh, I thought that was McDonald's employee." He's saying,
yeah.
Oh,
That's
then
why you
that's
should have got a
fully
5 second.
Then
Yeah, you
that's
should have got a
fully
5 second for that also for misbehavior.
So that's why we call him Draco.
But why was he fighting with the Alpines? God only knows, because those Alpines were atrocious. The only guy, I mean, you had two really atrocious cars, which were the Alpines. Haas, though, I'm not even considering. I think, I think Gene also is, I think, not interested or what, because next year I think they're going to become Alfa Romeo and Alfa Romeo Haas. I think in 26. But yeah, they got to then get bought over and all of that because they seem super disinterested. But the worst driver of the day was Lance Stroll.
Yeah, finished also to
Agreed. Started
20th
20th
and
finished
last.
20th.
Yeah, exactly.
He was nowhere. He seemed bored.
I think
think
what you
on
said
that-
last season will.
I would say if the Yuki did not start the race, he did a better race than.
Yeah, you should have just jumped out of that car, got into Lance's
Lance's
car.
car.
You sit down. I will drive this race.
Yeah, I can agree.
I think
Yeah.
Lance would have
Lance
been
was
okay with
awful.
it because he's very.
Yeah.
very
He can
disinterested.
put in more effort in his tennis game. Yeah, his backhand is weak right now. He's got to
But they
put in
gave
more.
him some extra homework, it seems, to.
That is coming now. He hasn't come yet. He said he'll finish
he has an
the
entrance
European
test
races.
So.
Because on the way to Singapore, he can come through India. So that's when he's going to come. So he's on the way.
So this weekend, maybe something.
Yeah, I'm going
so
to
one more
Bangalore. Tomorrow I'm going to Bangalore.
Kunal is going to go to Bangalore with a placard saying.
Yeah, I'll go
Let's
placard.
Go to the airport and.
Lance, sir. But yeah, just congratulating, I think, Max on the perfect 10. As much as I'm not very happy about it, I think it is an incredible achievement. And I can only hope that it stops at 10 now. I've seen enough. Very good. Yeah, one team, one dream, zero bad luck.
Yeah.
Literally zero bad luck. I mean, there's not been one issue happening on or off the track. Apparently, he had an issue to nurse at the back end of the race, which I think Christian,
Yeah, he had
just for the sake of it, he's saying, he had to drop pace. I think it was just to.
So he had some issues in
Goes
the
up,
first
per
couple
time.
of races also, not this season.
What issues he had, man? What mental issues he had? What issues he had with his car? Nothing.
He had
man.
some technical issues, if I can recall. The first 2 or 3.
Maybe that's why Perez
Grand
got
Prix.
the
That's why Perez got those
poles.
Yeah.
Could be.
I have forgotten.
Please
I
go
don't
and
think he
check
had
the
any
history.
issues.
buddy.
It's okay
I'll
now.
go to
Who wants-
Wikipedia. I'll go
Yeah,
to
go to
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Along with this entry
What
for
has-
10 races,
10
I'll
on
see
10.
what happened.
Rain, shine, technical glitches, whatever it is, he got his 10 on.
But
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
the the only point of driving a Haas around that track was you got the best seat in the house to see the Ferrari.
Yeah. That's true. Which brings us to point number 2. Should Ferrari have called it off? Was it necessary? No? I think
Absolutely
they should
not.
have called it off immediately. I don't know what was the
Absolutely
point
not.
of it. You are at Monza, you're at your 3-4. You've tried your best to keep these guys behind the Red Bulls. I don't know what was the point of fighting, and I think Charles went berserk. Honestly, as much as I'm a big Charles Leclerc fan, he went into this mode like that. He went into that mode of, I don't care about anything. I just want to get this podium, and this was his what do you say? He became the bad guy. He said, I'm going to take on this son of the bad guy and go for it.
Charles reminded me of our friend Vidar, by the way, who's a similar racer on track.
Wow, we called him on this podcast. We should give him a chance. We'll call him
We
and
should give him a chance to,
Yeah. But yeah, Charles, I think this was on Charles. I think he.
Yes, I agree.
There were moves which were just gave me flashbacks of Ricciardo and Max at Baku. Especially the last one into the first corner in the last lap. I was losing it. I remember I messaged Pooja saying, "What are they doing? What are they doing?"
But as an unbiased, as a non-Ferrari fan, I think it was good to watch. I mean, yeah, it was. It was. Charles did go over the edge. That I agree, but I was looking at it from a very neutral.
No, it was fun.
Ferrari fan.
It was very good.
I was doing my bicep curls, and it was good entertainment for me during my bicep curls.
That I don't know now. Your Ferrari. Now we are still like the cap is not there today, so we don't know where your loyalties really lie. But
there was a lot.
yeah, you are a fan of the sport, so yeah, it was good to watch. I think for most non-Ferrari fans, it was also we thinking, these guys are going to fuck up now. So
Exactly, that was the fear.
That energy I'll get from these other fans. Yeah,
which a lot of fans would have wanted.
Also, Charles is the golden boy now. Because I think
He's the golden boy.
There is some bond that obviously he has with Fred Vasseur also because he drove he started his career with Fred Vasseur at Alpha.
Yeah.
So there is that little bit of a soft spot that maybe even Fred Vasseur has for Charles, so he just went for it.
If this was the other way around, he would have told Carlos to hang back.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
There is no chance.
Biased a little bit in Ferrari.
It is biased. Obviously, it's a little biased towards Charles, but I just didn't see the point. That's the thing. There was no point. It was great for the cameras. I think it's great for the cardiologists. They would have had so many visits post on Monday saying, "Arey, mere ko bahut pressure."
You know what happened after the race? No, when Fred was being interviewed by somebody, Charles came and checked Fred's pulse.
Yeah.
No, he made
mentioned the cardiologist. Charles,
no, correct. He had taken on that full persona, Charles, after the race. I mean, I think he was caught on mic saying that did you get a heart attack or something? He was just saying his. Were you worried? Yeah, were you worried and all? He was like, he was laughing and all. He had that glint in his eye that, this is, and he just. I think what's important also in the post race interview, what he said is, he just was, for the first time after a long time, I saw the guy really smiling and happy, and a 4th place finish isn't something extraordinary, but he just said that this is what
racing should be.
Yeah, racing should be, and he just had a good time, and he was able. I think this weekend, I think a 2-3 I think was possible if like I said, Draco had kept this guy behind for a while. And also probably they would have helped each other more, the Ferraris, rather than fought each other. There was a slight possibility.
They did help each other.
In between, there was slipstream from Carlos.
There was a slipstream, so I think Charles was getting sucked by this guy side. So there was a little bit of defense, there was a little bit of teamwork. But I think in doing that, poor Carlos's tires were toss.
Tires were completely gone. It was.
I don't
But yeah,
know.
I mean, Poojams, what did you think? So Sashu said, as a fan, a fan of the sport, he was happy. What did you think? Should
So I
Ferrari
was
have called
thinking
it
about
off?
it immediately while watching the race. I was like, damn, I mean, everybody, like the Charles fans would have wanted him on the podium, so they were probably egging it on. But like Carlos fans like me, I'm like, why? I messaged you saying, why isn't Fred stopping this? Like, what is wrong with everyone? My heart is in my mouth. Like, just stop, just stop. My fear being, okay, forget the podium, that neither of the cars would even finish, and that would Monza, that would be damn embarrassing. But thinking about it later, what else? The only entertainment was this defense. I mean, forget the Red Bulls taking Carlos, but after that, what else was left in the race to watch? It was literally these two putting on a show for the fans.
We had Logie and Bottas fighting.
Who saw no?
They didn't even show what happened there.
Show.
No,
Logie and Bottas.
So then they didn't make it
Yeah,
to the.
he was intently following this Logan Sargent 11th. Oh, he's getting. But Logan Sargent
He
fucked
wanted
up there
to
also.
come
Yeah, he
to-
wanted his point. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
losing.
he was 11th, and then suddenly on the timing sheets he was 13th, and nobody knew what happened because he was just following Carlos. And
Correct. Yeah. The
Oh,
top
no.
5 cars were the only ones racing. Literally, the camera was focused only on them.
Yeah, it was good, but that's the
that-
good thing. They were all racing. The top 5 were racing rather than the bottom
So it
5.
wasn't like a lead from the beginning, right? So it was a
Yeah.
good race
Yeah.
to watch.
Also, the radio message also was great, no, from Ferrari. You guys are free to fight,
But no risk.
I love
What?
that.
No risk. It was like a thing that they added at the end. No risk. And the cars.
No
I
risk.
really thought for a second the cars may not finish. Like 1 or 2 would be out with the lockups and the close calls. Oh my god.
No risk, and then immediately this guy's dive bombing. So it was crazy.
Like you're saying no risk means take a risk. That's basically what the underlying thing was. I don't know. But
No, knowing Fred, if they would have asked him like, "Are should we do this?" Both they would have been like he's like, just tongue out.
No,
He's
he's
like,
so,
whatever.
yeah, he's so
Whatever,
nonchalant
so-
about it.
he said in an interview, I think
Nonchalant.
the last 5, it was only the last 5 laps. I didn't think it was fair to give like team orders, so I let them race.
I love Fred for that.
Yeah, he basically provided entertainment. No, let everyone provide the entertainment. But
Yeah,
it was hard
providing
to-
entertainment.
for me to
Full.
laugh. Defend. I was like, I didn't know where to look, what to do. Daman is shouting from one side and run away to the room, and he's like, oh no. It was quite an exciting race, but really,
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a fun race.
yeah.
So,
From all the
but
races,
yeah, I mean, this was a real race. That it was like the top positions
Like you
weren't
mentioned-
like you could just.
it had to do with so much defense. It really wasn't one
Defense,
car
correct,
going away,
correct.
setting a gap. It had to
Correct,
do with
correct.
defense all throughout, not just 1-2 laps.
Yeah, when you had to overtake, you have to actually plan your overtake from how you entered Parabolica. So from there, if you entered or got the perfect entrance and the perfect exit, then you could, maybe get close
Yeah.
and get past people on the first corner,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
good.
but that Parabolica was just, you could see these guys, the Red Bulls were carrying so much speed into that Parabolica and they were just going up. And then Ferrari had they had some insane straight line speed, which was good to see.
Yeah,
That the
which
engine
even the
is
Red
working
Bulls were
nicely.
surprised. I know that was
Yeah, the engines are at least. And by the way, today I just saw that Pirelli fastest pit stops award. There also Red Bull is 1, but Ferrari is 2 over there, and our pit stops have generally been good, except for that 9 seconds pit stop in Hungary, which everyone lost their minds on. But actually, we've been good with the stops. We were very good with our stops. We were very good with strategy. We had the undercut was strong, so they were always pitting at the right time. So overall, I think they did a good job. But that last few laps was too much for me. And I was also because for me, I have to then react, and I'll tell Shashu like, bro, it's too much, man. He just sees like whatever. He's not interested on the point of view.
That's why I got the message from you saying, what are these?
What are they doing? What are these guys doing?
Yeah. So it was fun.
So I think we pretty much run through our race debrief. just one point that I wanted to put across before we move on is the special liveries. I think Ferraris and I think Aston Martin and
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo livery was an absolute banger. It was beautiful. The Ferrari one also was nice. I just thought that it looked like the German flag at the back. So that was the only this thing. But it looked cool. And I like these one-off liveries. I think my best one-off livery up until now, from what I've seen in the last 5 years, was McLaren's Gulf Air livery for Monaco. That was stunning.
Speaking of liveries, I think the Ferrari drivers overalls were nice, more than
very good.
And
very
also,
nice.
speaking of liveries, I think Williams has something running where I think they've asked their fans to choose what liveries they raced in the next.
Yeah, you will know. You follow that Latifi and
Logan.
Yeah, I follow Latifi. I'm one of his.
Latifi and obviously Sargent.
On the startup, on startup that Latifi is going to do after his MBA. So.
You do a painting and send them.
No, it's not so. It's not so open also. So there are 4 options and you have to choose from A, B, C, D. Maybe I'll give them a
Give an option E.
Give them an option E that I'll paint something and maybe you can use this as delivery.
Plan.
Good idea.
Plan
E, Pujams. That too we know. Plan A to Z we know. That there is no plan. There are only different names for the plans. By the way, Pujam, Sashu used to draw some really nice car interiors back in the day.
Yeah.
Like freehand used to draw.
You should show some of those next time.
I should draw car interiors and I should draw rears of Formula 1 cars.
Yeah. He was good.
I don't know the rears, but I should draw rears
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he's in the wrong. He would have done well, He would have done well as a engineer in Formula 1. Unfortunately,
who knows? Send them. You still have.
Maybe they'll be open to a they'll be open to a option E also.
Yeah, that's what
maybe this artist has
send to Ferrari, man. All options you send.
Send and see what response you get.
Ferrari is not very open. They want everything.
It's okay, send
that
it.
back end only is the issue, no? It's currently it's sliding. The rears are sliding. So maybe you'll come up with a genius solution. It will be so simple that it will be genius. So
I think you should.
I'm going to send the rear end for the Ferrari and also the interior for the Formula 1 car.
What interior you'll put in Formula 1 car?
You see, man, lots can be done.
Kenwood audio system.
Actually, you know what? I want to maybe design alloy wheels for the F1 cars.
Go for it.
Go for it.
We'll show it on the podcast. You make.
Maybe it'll catch the right eyes. Who knows? Just go for it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Done. So maybe for the next episode, I'll have my alloy wheels ready.
See, today tattoo, next episode alloy wheels, and after that interiors, after that rear. Oh wow, so many
Rears we stop with the car. No more rears.
Yeah. That's why I made it very specific that I should draw rears of Formula 1 cars.
Cool. So I think that kind of summarizes our post-race debrief. Now it's the more fun part for us, which is starting off with a 3-word race review. So we'll go ladies first because
I'm going first so that Shashu doesn't take my
that also one
also.
reason. Go ahead, please.
So my
The floor
3-word
is
review
yours.
is a lesson in defense. Ignore the A. Lesson in defense is my 3-word race review. I mean, I think we spoke about it a lot already. Lap 1 to lap 51 was a lesson in defense, owing to Carlos Sainz. So that would be was 3-word race review.
That's a great book, A Lesson in Defense, written by Carlos Sainz.
Yes.
51 pages for each 51 pages book for every lap of defense. There's a.
They even asked him in the post-race interview, how does it feel to be the new Minister of Defense? It seems.
That fellow was Faltu minister, that idiot Sergio. What nonsense. He used to drive erratically and then they used to say he's a Minister of Defense.
Yeah, so then he said, so they said, Perez, you're Minister of Defense of Mexico, Sainz, Minister of Defense of Spain. And then Sainz is like, both of us can maybe have one dinner after this, like a political meeting, both Ministers of Defense. It was quite fun. But no, yeah, I mean.
Undersecretary, that fellow is. Sergio Perez, not minister.
Demoted now, maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, but he was really commended for his defense. at the 2021 Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And when
People
I
have
said that, you know
some-
what, he was. No, I don't know. Even at that time I called it out and said that was most of the time it was quite dangerous, and because Lewis did not go for it at that point because he knew that there was so much riding on it. But I think Sergio did a lot of not very great moves when he was supposed to be the Minister of Defense of Abu Dhabi.
Hey, yeah, I don't know why people go
People just
teary-eyed for
people just-
Perez saying, oh, he
Yeah.
deserves his chance. He's had a lot of chances. Yeah, he's driven for McLaren and all when they were good.
Yeah, he
People
drove
who
for
just
McLaren
come to the sport, oh, Sergio Perez. He's a good driver, but they put him on one pedestal, and that Minister of Defense was stupid tag to give. Yeah, he did a lot of stupid defense on Lewis. As much as I didn't want Lewis to win that title, I think he was all
I
over
think
the
everybody
place.
didn't want Lewis to win that title. A lot of Ferrari fans didn't want Lewis to win the title because it would have been the eighth
If we
title,
don't-
and that would surpass Michael Schumacher. So that's why most of the Ferrari people only made him the Minister of Defense, and now they are only complaining.
Who said which Ferrari fan made him Minister of Defense?
All
What
the
rubbish.
Ferrari fans did
Name
not
some-
want the
No.
eighth
He
title.
knows two Ferrari
go to
fans or
Lewis.
three maybe, and he's like, he knows
Some-
Arjun.
Listen,
I did.
Listen, 80% of the people who watch the sport, at least when I started, were Ferrari fans. So I know a lot of Ferrari fans. Even shout out to our friend Alok, who was a Ferrari fan when we started out watching.
Yeah, but it's not about the Ferrari.
Yeah, but who called him? No, my point is, Pujams, mudda kya hai? Mudda. The thing is that he's saying that they all called Sergio Perez Minister of Defense. No one called that fellow Sergio Perez. We never called him Minister of Defense. I clearly told you that it is a stupid defense he does. Nothing he does.
I sincerely beg to differ that you did not say that he did a stupid defense. A lot of you Ferrari fans did not want this eighth title to go to Lewis Hamilton. So everybody made him the Minister of Defense, including the Ferrari fans.
See,
So now they're all going back on their word.
No one is. This guy is trying to create like controversy over here, man. What a guy. No, we don't want controversy on the podcast. We basically, as Ferrari fans, just before we go to your 3-word race review, is we didn't call him Minister of Defense. But yeah, if Ferrari loses, everyone should lose. So our best scenario is that everyone crashes into each other and no one wins. Everyone gets 0 points in the championship and everyone stops
Wow,
at 0.
that's so fair, guys.
I'm a fair guy.
Ferrari
Oh, what can I say?
So we all. So we
Okay,
all know
okay,
who
so
called
shoot.
somebody a
Go to your
Minister of
3-word
Defense.
review now. Enough.
Yeah, he's
So my-
something
my-
he's saying, man.
So
He's
my
giving-
3-word review, I knew it will be, you guys will go something related to Ferrari. So my 3-word race review is history was made. Because this is obviously for the perfect
Wow.
10 that Max did. Yeah, I think
Correct.
a lot of people do not give it enough credit that 10 in a row is a very difficult thing to do. And it has to be the driver, it has to be the car, it has to be the team, it has to be the design, it has to be the team principal, managing people, managing driver number 1, driver number 2. So
The stars also have to align. The
yeah.
Shani should not come. So many things should happen, bro.
yeah, so the stars also have to align. Shani
Yeah.
also has to not come, and then like Vettel did I think that was 2011 when did Vettel do his 9-run?
Yeah, so 10 to 14 he won. No, 10 to 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think 11 only. I think his second year was the most dominant, I think, for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that even luck does play a very important role in the getting 10 in a row. But yes, it was something that I think should not be forgotten. In the
No, wait, let me write in my book.
Yeah. Write it, Kunu.
Yeah, write in
It
your
was
book.
made by Max Verstappen.
history was made.
Yeah.
Actually,
And
I don't forget.
And the Red Bull team.
So I've written it,
And the Red
and
Bull.
also on the Wikipedia page also I will save it as a bookmark.
Yeah.
My
Save it.
browser.
Do it
Yeah,
now
even-
before
I
Shashi
think
checks. Do it now.
Even the Italian broadcasters, yeah, fair enough that the Italian broadcasters were focusing on the Ferraris quite a lot. They came to Max very late, but they should have at least focused on my guy Logan and
Why?
Bottas.
Hey, you tell when you want to focus on Logan. We will switch in that F1 TV to that for those driver's eye view, and we'll sit with him on. You'll see how bad he's driving, and you'll be like, okay, no, let's get off from this guy.
Yeah, fair enough. The mistake that he made was something that I would make while playing one game, I think, on the PlayStation, and that was very bad. And Bottas was actually very lucky that nothing happened to his car, because that was quite a heavy shot.
Yeah, but Shashu, your new name now we're going to give you on the spot. Controversy King. What a guy.
Just riling up the Ferrari.
He's riling up everyone. He's just
the Ferrari
Mudda. He wants to talk about the Mudda. We'll send you on one of those the Times Now wala thing where you can go when they discuss F1. You go there. You represent purple sector because mudde pe aaye. Fun and games is okay, but I spit facts. So yeah, my 3-word race review
Let's have your three.
Yeah, my 3-word race review is also Ferrari based. It's called Ferrari Fun Time. Ferrari Fun Time, not for Ferrari fans, but I think Ferrari made it a fun time for everyone watching the race. And while it was very confusing to me what the hell was happening and why it wasn't being called off, that battle, I think if I look at it objectively, I thoroughly enjoyed the race as a whole. It was not one lap that I felt, okay, this is getting into like one monotony now. So Ferrari Fun Time is my 3-word race review. So it's in congruence in accordance to what Pujams also has said. But yeah, it was fun time for everyone but a Ferrari fan. Or if there'll be those Baba type Ferrari fans also is like, no, the sport is all that matters. I'm a Ferrari fan, but I'm also a fan of the sport at heart. So for the Baba fans, it would have been great. But yeah, it was Ferrari Fun Time was my 3-word race review.
Correct.
So I think, 2 Ferrari based and 1 holistic based. No, actually, 1 is relates to.
I mean, rarely this season could we give Ferrari credit, so the one time we actually can, why not? That's why.
No, it was credit where credit's due.
Exactly.
It was,
we gave Max credit in the beginning, now we'll take it.
Yeah. I limit my credit. I have a timer on the clock.
Sorry, we have Shashu to give Max enough credit, Max and Red Bull, so then we can
I have my phone with my timer. For 3 minutes, I can give maximum credit to Max Verstappen. After that, it's too much fun.
I knew you guys would, being Ferrari fans, give Max 3 minutes of the credit. I thought maybe it would have been 5 minutes, but it's only 3 minutes. So that's why my 3-word race review was Max.
We agree. History was made.
To be honest, I'm still not the biggest of Max fans, but
you're getting there. You're getting there.
No, but I think 10 in a row was something that deserved more than 3 minutes.
Last time he said he's not he's still not a proper Ferrari fan. He's not proper Max fan. Proper fan, that Kibir, I think, okay, he doesn't race now, so okay, theek hai, but let's see, finally, episode 334, biggest reveal for this podcast. Shashu is finally a real fan of someone.
Yeah.
Alfred is not really a fan.
Going to happen.
By then, Latif will finish MBA, he'll go and buy F1 by becoming married, and he'll race in a single-seater again. And then he'll win, and then Shashu will see, this guy, I'm a real fan. He's come from nowhere.
It'll be a fight between who buys F1. Will it be Latifi or will it be Papa Stroll?
Papa Stroll can't buy F1 now, I think. Papa Stroll, anyway, now he's interested in other things because Bacha Stroll wants to get into other sport now. You want to come, Pujam? He's coming tomorrow, Bangalore.
Thanks. No. Let him make it to the academy, maybe. Until then, no thank you.
I think Pujam will at least meet Upati.
Come on. I think we're going to get a lot of hate from people saying, first of all, where is the academy? What are these fellows saying?
Predictions. Okay.
But anyways. And you were saying something, Pooja?
I said all predictions, if they come true, then people will take us seriously.
Correct. No, the tennis thing is the on. Whether he starts off now or later, and will he be in F1? That also is a question mark. I think next season, purely because not that Papa Stroll will just say, okay, you have to vacate the seat, but he himself, I think, might just lose interest. He seems a little like that in the last couple of races since the summer break. I think he had too much fun in the summer break. So he's like, he just wants to party. Maybe not DJ.
Maybe he'll take a break like Ricciardo and figure what he wants to do. Let's see.
I guess.
Too young to take a break. But let's see what happens.
We shall see. Moving on to our next segment, which I think Poojams and me will be
The same.
have the same.
I think surprise.
I think I know
also might be the same.
because
I might be the same.
I know.
I think
Should I
I
go?
will safely say, not that we've actually spoken about this, that this is not fixed, but for us, the smooth operator of the race was the OG smooth operator. I think.
No, even for me, I think, Carlos, the OG
But
smooth
remember the
operator,
summer
was the
break,
smooth
the
operator.
episode that we did, I did say I think this season the OG smooth operator is going to make a comeback. See?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was definitely the
Correct.
smooth operator here. And like you said, the defense for 51
He
laps.
was.
In fact,
he was
not just
fantastic.
that. Even before that, he
By the whole
dominated
weekend,
pre-practice. Yeah, he
there's-
dominated pre-practice.
Exactly,
Even qualifying was great. Race was great, and also I think his watch,
Wow.
and one more thing, his watch got stolen by the
I was
way,
about to
and he-
say this. He chased.
and he
got
chased
it.
down
Yes,
that
he
guy
got them also.
and he got the authorities to
Back-to-back
arrest that guy.
races.
So you can't
He's
get
a
a better
winner.
smooth operator.
He's
than
a
Carlos
smooth
Sainz
operator.
from-
He was
Yeah.
absolutely a smooth operator.
Good job, Carlos.
This
Fine.
is
So
a
see, now you know
momentous
that I'm not-
occasion. This is
I'm
a
glad we have
momentous
this
occasion
on-
for us.
So I'm not
Yeah,
unfair.
yeah.
See,
Is Shashu also saying all of this? Oh my god. I'm
Yeah.
glad we
I'm a
know.
neutral guy, guys.
Up until now, it was coming off
Well,
as a Red Bull.
I'm a neutral guy.
Big Red Bull.
No, I'm a
Max
neutral
Verstappen,
guy.
but anyway.
No. As in the intro, I've said he's a Kimi fan. He was a Latifi fan, and now he's a Logan Sargent fan. So that is that his real support is for these guys only. And maybe he knows about that Williams thing that's happening also. So he's obviously involved in the whole. He's going to give some livery design and all.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I'm in
serious,
touch with
Kenwood's
vowels also.
Querio, huh?
I'm in touch with vowels also. So I'll give him my option E for the Williams design. Okay,
for
moving
sure.
on, guys.
But yeah, no. The smooth operators, I think, you have to say, like, just to add on, or just to just go back saying that, yeah, I think he had a great weekend out of the box. I saw free practice one.
Yeah.
He was on it immediately. Charles had a lot of issues, and he kind of then copied his setup.
Yeah.
And I think from the first lap, he was just in the zone, no mistakes. That Ferrari pole and that, qualifying's been super fun. Yeah. It's,
He was so nice to see them back to back setting fastest times first.
yeah, it was too
And
good fun.
Verstappen,
It was so
even
close,
fans
less
were
than a
going mad.
10. Yeah, less than a 10. The fans were going. And on race day, also, one thing which I didn't get a reaction from Sashu was at the Italian national anthem, once the crescendo builds and then the fighter jets come, I'm like, it's like goosebumps.
And
He
they
wasn't
put the
impressed.
Dutch national anthem with all these guys chanting Carlos, right? Did you guys see that? The anthem is
Chanting
playing.
Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All the
Oh, I
Ferrari
didn't
See
fans.
that? I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
see it on. I think
Oh.
anyone themselves put it up or Ferrari put it up, but they're all
I think
shouting
Google.
Carlos during the anthem.
Oh yeah,
that
I
we
saw
Oh.
that. I saw that. That was great. Also, there was an analysis. I think Brundle did an analysis of Carlos's lap.
Alex or Martin? Martin.
Who's the younger Brundle?
Alex. Not younger
Alex.
brother. He's his son.
No, I said younger
he
Brundle.
said.
Oh, younger brother. Sorry.
Yeah, so he did an analysis of his lap, and apparently there was nothing left on.
There's
the
nothing left. Yeah, it
you
was.
should see. Even when he took Parabolica, he absolutely nailed the apex on the inside, and you can see where everybody was going on the green part on the outside. He did not go on the green part as much as the other drivers. So he like fully absolutely nailed that lap. There was nothing left on the table. You should see that.
That guy is good. Huh? Alex Brundle, he comes up with really nice analysis. That whole
Yeah.
team is good.
Check it out, huh?
Except for that Will irritates the hell out of me. Will Buxton. Then the others are all.
Yeah, Bill
very
tries
good.
to be extra into for some reason.
No, he just puts on some. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
what.
it's a very
He's a little fake. He's like on that
Yeah,
F1 on Drive to Survive also. He'll come up with some really stupid comments. You know, if you finish first, that means you won the race. And that much drama. If you bring him on that show with you, you
Yeah.
can join.
Good idea. I think we should do that. Shashu and Will.
Correct. So yeah, I think we were unanimous. I think there is no one else who can be the smooth operator for this absolute next level, true minister level defense. Not that other minister who's under secretary. Now let's just quickly go back to our undercut predictions from last time, and then we look at our undercut predictions for Singapore. So
you guys
last
are
time,
not going to like mine, I think.
First, we're going back to last
we'll
time.
go last time's first, bro. Sashu's in a hurry, I think. He's got some things to do.
I
So
know
yeah,
what-
last time's predictions from Pooja, if I recollect, if I go back to the
Don't
podcast,
change the words, but tell
it was Poojam said podium she had predicted. Carlos Sainz correct, took mark. Lance Stroll incorrect.
Hey,
And Sergio Perez also correct.
I too much listen. But anyway, second it was Alonso and he didn't make it, so I only got.
But the question here now is, do we give you the point saying 2 out of 3 or it is 0?
I don't know. See
Zero,
how you
you're
put
saying.
it, both of you, and then decide.
Okay, we'll take a call. I think otherwise it's going to be, because it's an undercut, I think points are going to be hard to come by. Because it's the undercut, the whole idea is to give
Yeah,
something
the
out
idea
what's
of
interesting.
the undercut is exactly, it has to be a little wacky.
Okay, I'll take
But
one.
yeah, for now, okay, we'll do a review with the stewards afterwards. See if you have 0 points, or you have 1 point, or you have 1/3 of a point.
Fine, guys, settle
we'll
for the
come to
review.
Sashu's undercut was 1 point for Logan Sargent, I think. But unfortunately, that's a 0. But you said
Something
you should have
Albon
No,
will
he-
come fourth. That also 0.
0.
2 zeros for Shashu. I remember the previous times predictions.
So 0 for you,
I
0
agree
for
with you on
Poojams.
that.
I predicted 1 and 3. So points for me.
Oh,
1.
too much.
What?
Look at this.
Ferrari 1 and 3, I said.
You said 2 Ferraris. Yeah, correct. You said 1 and 3.
No, I said 1 and 3. Yeah. 1
2
and
will
3.
make the
But
point.
yeah, so qualifying I was predicting.
Chal, look at this. Shashu, you also changed it.
I'll also change.
Qualifying or whatever. Did those 2 make it to qualify? Check.
No, unfortunately, I can't even change and say that they made that in their qualifying.
No, you get 1.
No, Sashu, yours is the 0. Poojam's we can maybe consider because she got 2 people right on the podium.
Yeah. You
I think
also-
both of you can get. I think both of you can get half.
Okay.
Not the 1 full point, but half.
Fine.
Half a point for me and half a point for Poojam's.
Yeah, I
I'm
think you can
taking.
get half.
What a
and
benevolent person.
Exactly.
I'm a 0
Wow.
for now, but let's see what happens next time.
He's
guys.
going to catch up. He's going to catch
Going to
up
catch.
immediately in the next race. Cool, let's go to our undercut predictions then for next race, which is the Singapore Grand Prix.
Yeah, I'll go first, and then, like I said, you guys are not going to like it.
Absolutely in a hurry.
Yeah, because I want to get it out there that my undercut for Singapore is there's not going to be a Ferrari on the podium.
Chiba. This guy is just he's got issues, man.
Praising Ferrari or praising?
Yeah, he's taking happiness in, with 2 Ferrari fans on the podcast. I'm desperate to say Ferrari is not going to make it on the podium.
Giving me
that
those
old,
attacks that I got in the race like that only once.
he's giving me that old uncle bitter vibes. Okay, so that is your
So
undercut.
that's my undercut. So no Ferraris on the podium for Singapore.
Okay, for my
Yeah,
undercut, I need you guys to pick between 1 and 5. Because I have 5. Whichever one you pick, I have the number.
So if you get it right, then we get half a point on your behalf. So you get half, we get half then.
Who, me?
If you get it right, no, out of the 5, we help you pick
I-
1.
Yeah, I'll give you half a
Then
point.
you'll share the points. Okay.
Yeah, I'll share.
So you're saying you have 5 undercuts.
Yeah.
Too good.
I said I'll pick chits, but I've written.
Too good.
Think of it like chits, but pick between 1 and 5.
Go for it. Pujams. The
guys.
podium is yours. Yeah.
Between 1 and 5, pick a number.
Oh, like that.
3.
You're not going to reveal it to us.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pick 3.
1.
Okay, so 2 I'll tell you then.
Hmm.
Yeah. Piastri makes contact with a minimum of 2 cars. That is number 1. And then my third, number 3 was McLaren, top 5 finish for Lando. These are my 2 predictions.
No, I go with number 1.
Ari, whatever 1 and 3 are my predictions now. That's
Yeah.
I'll give you
Okay, so
Okay,
1
so
and
both.
3.
Okay,
So
so
if you
both.
get
Okay.
half.
if you get both right,
yeah,
if you get both right, then you get
1
double points.
Correct.
No,
Yeah.
we'll give you both points. We won't share the points also. But
Fine.
if one of
Okay.
them you get, then you have to
Done.
share the point with that person who's.
It depends. Correct. Exactly.
Okay, done.
Got it.
Done. Done.
Now, Kunno, you.
Yeah, so mine is actually Pujam's is very interesting. Yeah, I think she really put effort into the undercut, so she can be a good strategist. I have gone with a surprise, a victory for Fernando Alonso. It's going to be a track which is going to probably suit the Aston Martins, and with his racecraft and a little bit of help and a little bit of
Luck.
maybe a little bit of luck. Because Singapore, I was at the race last time, and we were drenched before the race. It rained like mad, and yeah,
Which
we
is
were
also
like,
what might happen apparently this time.
yeah, it's always possible. And what I realized is we were basically sitting on turn 6 or 7, which is that key overtaking move where again Sainz was defending for his life with Hamilton. Again, those were the signs that he's the real Minister of Defense. And Sergio held off Charles.
Did Sergio also defend against Charles?
Yeah.
Sergio
He did a little
Sergio
bit,
won,
but
right?
yeah, Sergio won. He got him on the start. I mean, Charles was on pole, but it is extremely hard to overtake. And if Alonso somehow finds himself in the front, I don't think you'll be able to pass the guy. So, and he'll be a pakka top 5 starter, maybe a 3, maybe he'll start in 3. Who knows? He and the Mercs, I think, will be a little bit closer. But my prediction, while I'll say Alonso is going to be the winner, my prediction also is like one podium for. So that is my Indian prediction. So I get points for that. I'm just saying as a side note that Alonso 1, Max 2, Charles 3, and the Mercs will be in 7th and 8th position. So it will be 3-4 for Ferrari again. So yeah, that's my.
I think one of the Mercs will be on podium. That will be like half of my undercut. Also, did you guys know that the track is changing?
It's changing. No, I didn't know. What's changing?
Yeah,
in the track?
so turn 16 to 19. So this is basically the turns that
Go through the
we sat
bridge,
at-
under the bridge.
under the bridge, where they go
Yeah.
under the bridge, do
Yeah.
that very short straight, and then go under the bridge again. So that's changing. So it's essentially one longish straight.
Oh, that's nice.
I
So
think
it's-
that should be interesting because I think that.
So it's going to
part
speed
where
up the
they go
track.
under It's going to
Yeah,
speed
yeah.
up the track, and maybe it'll probably have another overtaking opportunity.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows?
See, I didn't know this. Otherwise, I
just
would have then
get to
put.
info.
I would have put Ferrari in front then because this is a twisty, highly technical track. That's why I had said, it'll be a little harder for Ferrari to even qualify very well. They
But
will
that's
still be in
also
the top
why I
three,
said that's also why I said Ferrari might not make it to the podiums because this track essentially has so many corners. So I think Ferrari, being a car that is quite hard on its tires, is gonna be even doubly difficult for them to manage that.
Yeah, it will. But the only thing with Singapore, it's an extremely smooth surface, so tire is actually not
That bad?
here. They used to use the ultra softs and all back in the day. That pink tire, which was like
But then
super
there's also
sticky.
a chance of rain, right? Always in Singapore.
Yeah, always. Singapore,
Yes,
it can
there
rain
is.
like that. But the good thing is it also dries very quickly. So, it can become a lottery, but I don't want the rain. Yeah, it's boring to see the rain. If I were at the track, I would be very upset if I see the rain because it's just sheer speed of the cars you only see in that qualifying dry Q3 runs. They are magnificent to watch. Really magnificent. But yeah, cool. So I think so we have to do a stewards review on our last week's predictions at the side, which we will post on the podcast itself when it goes out. But yeah, I think that's our episode 3. So I hope you liked your intros, and we will get more into specifics of those intros and go into the history of those intros and all of that maybe in one of the next few episodes. But thank you both of you all.
Thanks to all three.
Yeah. But yeah, so see you guys, see you everyone. Hope you like this one. This is like I said, it's unfiltered, it's unadulterated. That's the whole point of this. So let's hope that you guys like it as much as as we like, putting this all together. Ciao, see you guys. See you on the next one.
Ciao.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Ujams, don't.
I'm not doing it.